Awesome. That was a new way to start out things for episode number 11 of the StreamYard Town Hall. My name's Gage, and I'm here with Dan, of course. How are you doing, Dan?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good as well. So for anyone new tuning in tonight, this is StreamYard, obviously, and we do these every week. We call them our Town Hall, and we just want to make sure that we use our tool and understand what you guys go through when you go live and figure out your pain points, and then, of course, answer any questions you have. Over the last couple of weeks, we've had a big influx of new users. So if any of you are new here, please let us know, because we're always excited to say hi to our new users. And for anyone that's new, our main priorities at StreamYard are ease of use, making sure that you look good when you're live streaming, so it's a professional looking live stream, and then making sure that the platform's always reliable for you. So our first topic for today was social media marketing world.
Oh boy.
So honestly, I'm not I need to go back and refresh on everything that happened with it because I didn't follow it too closely. But I know that it's a really big conference, and there's always lots of interesting insights there. So if anyone has any feedback for me on that and what I should look out for when I go back to it, I'd be happy to hear it. One thing I heard is that Facebook is, sorry, there's lots of motorcycles in our neighborhood if you guys can hear that. But Facebook is apparently shifting from sort of the news feed and the very public facing posts to more of a community feel. So they're going to start focusing more on groups and ephemeral content. So like stories that disappear after 24 hours and things like that. So it's definitely an interesting shift and a pretty big change. So I'll be curious to see how it plays out. And yeah, if you guys have any opinions on that, I'd be curious to hear them.
Yeah, I wonder if anyone was actually there.
Yeah. I know some people that use StreamYard were there, like Jim and Tim were there from the Jim and Tim show. Desiree was there, I believe. Yeah, if any of you were here or were there and want to let us know. Cool. Bruce says that lower right show icon looks sick. How do we do that? So it's just an overlay, right, Bruce? So you can make any transparent image you want. So basically all you would do is make a 1280 by 720 image, and then in just the bottom right, you make some logo that's not transparent, and that's how you could do that. Beauty Bubble, thanks for moderating for us. JM, I think that's Jennifer. Nice to see you here. Ernest, wow, lots of highs. Nice to see all of you. Good that the streams look good. Chuck, nice to see you here as well. So yeah, if you guys have any opinions on social media marketing world, we'd love to hear them. Our next topic was video sharing. So Dan and I have been talking quite a bit about how exactly we want this feature to work. So I'd be curious what in your guys' ideal world, what it would look like. My thought is that when we add this, it would act just like our overlays. So basically you'd be able to just upload a video clip and be able to play it whenever you want. And you would just click it the same way you click overlays, and you'd be able to play it from beginning to end. And this would make it effective for doing intros and outros and things like that. What are your thoughts on it, Dan?
Yeah, so I guess just to be clear, to make sure everyone knows what we're talking about, by video sharing, because you can screen share right now, but video sharing would be like you have a video on your machine. You know, it's a 15-second intro video or something that you just want to play at the start of all your broadcasts, something simple like that. It's what's the best way to do that? Or then, like that's just one form of video. Another one could be like, oh, I want to share a YouTube video or some long video on your machine. There's several kind of different use cases.
Yeah, so one question I guess would be are most of you interested in sharing long form or more short form content? I get the sense that it's short form. I would think that most of the time when you want to share a video or a clip while streaming, it's probably something that's under 30 seconds, like something like an intro or a quick just clip of something you're commenting on. So I'd be curious what your thoughts are on that.
For sure.
Jenny, not at SMMW because I'm at Alt Summit in Palm Springs. Too many conferences. I'd be curious, what's Alt Summit? You know what Alt Summit is, Nick?
I do not.
I'll have to do some research on that. Palm Springs, I hear, is nice though.
Yeah.
Bruce says intro and outro videos that have been uploaded to our StreamYard accounts would be ideal. All right, that's good to know because that's what my vote is for.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be very usable if basically all you had to do was turn on an overlay the same way we do now, but it also happens to be a video and then just disappears when it's done, right?
Yeah, it makes it easy to sort of turn off and on. All right, the next subject was, we're curious what your guys' favorite platform is and which one you'd like to see next. So curious, like as far as like Periscope versus LinkedIn, like do you guys have a strong opinion on like, sorry, my camera's refocusing. Do you have a strong opinion on whether you really, really want Periscope or you really want LinkedIn or maybe something, what else is there, Dan? Amazon, I don't think Amazon Live has an API yet, but be curious what your guys' favorite platforms are.
I'd say, yeah, so Periscope and LinkedIn probably the most relevant for our audience, but yeah, there's also Twitch.
Twitch, yeah.
Also the way you said Amazon, which I don't think anyone really knows about. But
yeah, I don't know.
We didn't know about it until a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't know who's allowed. Like, can anyone go? I need to do more research. I don't know who can go live on it, but it sounds interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, I would be curious though what people are looking for there. Obviously, we know everyone wants Facebook and YouTube and those types of things at the same time.
Michael J says he prefers long form because he reviews league hockey games. That's cool. Dan and I have both played a bit of hockey in our day. So yeah, clips wouldn't work great for that one, I suppose. So yeah, that's where you want to have a more long form video sharing type of thing. And the way, if we did approach it that way, basically you wouldn't fully upload it. It would basically just use a directory on your computer that had videos and play them that way. I think eventually we want to have both, but we're sort of trying to decide which one we wanted to start with.
Yeah, like I think the ideal for that, so if it's a hockey game, would be you basically just upload a video and it plays it as if it was a screen share on StreamYard.
Yeah.
But it's going to be cleaner because it doesn't have to like recapture the video like screen capture does. It just pulls it off your file system. And
yeah, the other big difference that's annoying with screen share for certain people is the fact that if you don't have two monitors, it's kind of a pain, right? Because you got to alt tab in between the two programs.
Yeah.
Donald Brandt says alt rock. I must have missed something there, Donald. I'm not sure what that's reference to. Derek says intro and outro is what he's looking for. Okay, good to know.
Got it.
Maybe if there were settings in the staging area. Oh, for the video uploads. I think what we'd end up doing, Bruce, is we're just trying to figure out which one we want to do first. I think eventually we'll have both options. Nice to have you here, Anthony. Alt Summit is a conference of women influencers and entrepreneurs in creative fields. Cool. I'll have to do more research on it.
Right on.
Oh, Instagram. I completely forgot about Instagram.
Ah, yes.
Instagram's an annoying one because they don't have, they don't officially allow third-party apps to stream. Like you have to stream right from the Instagram app. That being said, there are sort of workarounds to deal with that, but it's good to know that that's an important one to you.
Yeah.
Vimeo. I always forget about Vimeo, but yeah, Vimeo is certainly possible. I think they have a way to stream to it, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. You need an Amazon brand account. Well, that makes things difficult, but that's good to know. Thanks, Bruce. Yeah, so far I've only looked at it a couple of times, but it looks like it's mostly like infomercial type stuff. But it is really cool though because you have like the Amazon buy links and a special offer while it's live, which is pretty cool. Makes it much more. You don't even have to call a number to get it for $19.99. You just click the button, which is kind of nice.
Very interesting. Yeah, I can see that doing well long term. Like I assume it's very, very new now, but a couple years from now,
I could see it doing it well because yeah, it's more entertaining than your typical infomercial. Jennifer, I wish Insta would get in the game. Other than LinkedIn, yes, I agree on Instagram. I guess the other complication with Instagram is everything's vertical, so we'd have to probably get a bit creative there with how we handled that. But we figured that out as long as they opened up, as long as they allowed us to use it, we'd figure it out. But as far as right now, they don't make it easy.
Well, yeah, you're not allowed to do it right now. You have to. I know some people are kind of doing it, but it's
it's not
illegal, let's say, or sketchy
against the terms or whatever.
Yeah.
Gail says definitely short form first. Okay, that's good to know. Twitter. Yeah, Periscope. Yeah, I meant Twitter. It's the same thing, right? I should know that, but I'm pretty
Periscope is Twitter's live streaming platform.
It's interesting because sometimes I hear people say Twitter Live and then other people say Periscope. But yeah, as far as I know, they're the same thing.
They may have been a different thing. Maybe they even are now.
Are they?
Because I remember the exact same thing you're saying of people a while back, like, oh yeah, Twitter Live. And like, you mean Periscope? Right. They might just mean like, are you watching on Periscope versus on Twitter?
Maybe because it goes to both. Like I discovered that the first time we went live on Periscope that it shows up on Twitter as well, which is cool. But maybe on Twitter it's Twitter Live, in the app it's Periscope. I don't know.
That'd be my guess. Yeah.
We wish that as well, Jenny. It would be very nice because yeah, I like Instagram. It'd be cool to be able to make videos there. And then Facebook would probably not have the same rules there, so you'd be able to go to both Facebook and Instagram. So that would be cool. But yeah, first they got to do the API thing. That would be amazing, laying overlay in IG. Yeah. Everyone wants Instagram.
Interesting. Yeah.
OMG, now we'll hear, but wait on
Amazon.
Oh yeah, Amazon.
This is on. That's good. I haven't heard that.
Bruce says they were different at one point.
Okay.
So now he's not so sure.
Yeah, it is a bit of a blurry line, isn't it?
Ernest says, I know this is not about the topic, but are there tutorials for voice meter? Hopes that's the name of it. Yeah, that's the name of it. Yeah, it's sort of a pain to set up voice meter, but it will do what it will allow you to share audio with your screen share and do things like that. And on YouTube, there's lots of tutorials. So yes, there's none by Dan and I personally, but on YouTube you can find that one. I think even in the community group, April may have made a couple tutorials, but I'm not sure. But it's certainly not the easiest thing in the world, but it does work once you have it set up. Beauty Mobile Net, yes, there's a different method now for Twitter. I will have to look into that. You can live on Twitter without living on Periscope. I'm learning new things.
Fascinating. I wonder if you can do it through the API though.
That's a good question. I'm much more interested in Twitter than Periscope, to be honest. Like, at least me personally.
Yeah.
Twitter seems a more interesting platform to go live on.
Yeah.
Jenny says, IG gives me the most quality engagement. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Donald reminding people to share this out. Thanks, Donald. That's nice of you.
Right on.
Periscope comments can be seen on the live tweets, not much. Yes, I noticed that, which is unfortunate because it would be so cool to show the tweets on screen. It would look awesome.
But it sounds like maybe if you can get access to Twitter's.
Yeah, we need to do research into that because if you can do it separately from I was under the impression that everything had to be done through Periscope, but if you can do it separately on Twitter, that might be possible. So we'll have to take a peek at that. Probably not vice versa. I'm way more interested in Twitter than Periscope. Yes.
Agreed.
We've got no news, but no news is usually good news. So I think they say they respond to the application in 30 business days, and we're not quite at 30 business days, but we're approaching that. So hopefully we'll get good news soon. I was thinking one of the Yardies and made a tutorial. Is that about voice meter?
I'm guessing so.
Wonder if the algorithm would favor Twitter Live over Periscope. I have no idea. That's a good question. Okay, next topic. What tools would you find useful? So I don't know how quick. There's some major things we want to roll out first, but the camera keeps focusing on me. But at some point, Dan and I are going to start rolling out some free tools that it won't just be for StreamYard users. It'll be for anyone to use. So we're curious if there's any ideas you guys had of things that would make basically live streaming easier for you, or just anything related to video in general that would make your lives easier. Like one idea that came up a long time ago from a friend of ours named Dave, Coach Dave, was basically a way to key out. This is going to sound more complicated than it is, but key out a certain color of a image. So the reason why this would be useful and save a lot of time is if you had an interesting image that you wanted to use as an overlay or a background, and you had a background color that you wanted gone, usually that's kind of a pain to sort of remove the background in various tools, and the tools that have a nice way to remove it are usually expensive. So one free tool that he was interested in is like just being able to choose a color and key it out. So I don't know if that's the best example for you guys, but if there's any interesting tools that you wish you had, let us know, because we are in the next few weeks probably going to start looking into working on that type of stuff.
Yeah, just you might almost want to phrase it as like any problems you have.
Yeah, that might be a better way to frame it.
Gnawing, like they take way longer than they should. It's such a simple thing. You end up having to use 5 different tools. Anything like that.
Yes, that's a better way to put it.
Hammer out quickly with a simple solution.
So while you guys are thinking of tools you'd find useful, our next topic was our weekly updates, which there's nothing too glamorous this week because there's been, like we've said a couple of times, there's been a lot of new users. So most of the work we've been doing is just scaling up our infrastructure to make sure we can support all our new users. So next week, we're probably going to have, I can't promise anything, but next week we think that there'll be some exciting announcements for you. So stay tuned for that one. But this week, it's all been fairly unexciting. To us, to Dan and I, it's exciting because we're able to support more users and make things more robust and things like that.
Stability.
Yeah, it's not quite video sharing type feature. Is there anything?
Every improvement, like we made a ton of little improvements this week that are going to make the platform more stable in the long run.
Yeah.
So
they're not the type of things you put in a banner. They're the type of things that are like long paragraphs, but important nonetheless. Next topic was F8. Dan and I are going to be going to F8 this year. So if any of you are going to F8 and you want to say hi to us or meet up or anything like that, let us know, because we plan on being there.
Should be fun.
See if anyone had gauge turn off autofocus. I will look into that for the next stream. I'm guessing it's pretty easy to do. I've got that C920, so yeah, I'll turn it off next time. A landing page for discovery, not sure how costly that would be. Like a landing page generator, that's actually not that hard to do. But there already are quite a few good tools out there. We should mention a tool actually that a friend of ours made a long time ago called launchico.com. If you're looking to quickly make a landing page, that tool, did I spell that right? Yeah, launchico.com. That works pretty well. So take a peek at that. But
so can I just ask a follow-up?
Yeah.
I just curious exactly what it's for. Like, is it for promoting just a Facebook Live, I would assume? Or is it for like, you want to stream to YouTube and embed it on your own site?
Yeah, that's a good question. So yeah, Donald, if you could give us some clarity on that, what exactly you're looking for. Beauty Bubble says a page marker tool. Do you know what that means, Dan?
Page marker. My initial thought was maybe she means when you're screen sharing, if you want to have like a highlighter in PowerPoint. But I don't know that. It might be a Facebook page marker. Let us know, Beauty Bubble.
I've seen a few that do something like that, but the free ones are clunky and don't always work well. Well, maybe the landing page thing, I'm guessing.
Oh, either the landing page or the image thing where you pluck out the.
Oh, the keying out a particular image. Yep. There's a great page marker for Chrome at Beauty Bubble if you want the name. I'd like the name as well, so I know what a page marker is, Jennifer. So I'd appreciate that. Josh, nice to see you here. Gail says stability is very sexy and very exciting. Well, then it's a big week for you because we did
lots of gains on that front.
Thank you at JM. Any example to share with the team is great. Bigger vision is to adopt some of the Canva filters and tools for our live streams. That'd be cool. Jenny's saying hi to everyone. I think he means as an aggregate for StreamYard. So embedding, I suppose. Oh, so people can watch on the site of StreamYard? I see. So there's like, you have your own StreamYard landing page, like donald.streamyard.com. That's an interesting idea. I always figured people would want to go to their own website just because then you get all the analytics that goes along with that. Like you're able to use your Google Analytics and customize the page however you want and things like that. But for people that have no interest in web development stuff, that's certainly an interesting idea, a landing page.
Yeah, it kind of makes it like a webinar almost, right?
Yeah, it'd be like a webinar where you could drive people to a particular page. Gail says, am I saying your name correctly, by the way? Correct me if I'm not. Like a StreamYard TV guide of sorts, yes. Like a StreamYard general landing page. No, the image thing, the delay is killing me, LOL.
Just responding to what we were talking about. So yes, when we were asking what are they referring to, it's the plucking out pixels out of the image.
I see. Okay.
The last comment. Yeah, the delay sucks on YouTube or Facebook, I guess, is where you are.
Okay.
Oh, they both suck.
So the final topic was mobile hosting. So we're trying to. It's another thing we're trying to prioritize is how exciting is the idea of being able to do StreamYard from a tablet or phone to you guys? I know, in my opinion, for a phone, like it's kind of too small, in my opinion. Like I don't think, if I was going to go live on my phone, I feel like I would just do native tools just because it's tiny. It's going to be hard to deal with guests and things like that. But I'm curious if you guys hold the same opinion or if it's like, oh, I really wish I could host from my phone. Tablets, on the other hand, I think would be awesome. Like I think it'd be a great streaming setup to just have an iPad or an Android tablet and a decent mic and being able to just touch screen guests and things like that. It seems like that would be a pretty cool way to go live. So curious if how important that is to all of you and if that's high on the list for what people are interested in.
Yep. I think I'm with you on that one. Same mindset.
Jim says he signed up with Restream. Awesome. Yeah, I'll be curious what you think of it. We're liking it so far. It's nice to just be able to get all the platforms at once and be able to bring in the comments, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point that I forgot to bring up, Jennifer, is if you do want to embed a live stream on your site, it's pretty easy to just do it with YouTube. And so, yeah, reach out to Jennifer. We also have some info in our help docs for how to do that. And you can basically just embed a permanent YouTube URL for your stream. And then every time you go live on YouTube, it'll be on your site. And I think you can probably do the same thing with Facebook, but I've never actually done that. Do you know if you can embed Facebook Lives, Dan? Yeah, I'm not actually sure.
My initial thought is no.
Oh, okay.
At least not easily, but yeah, maybe you can. I'm honestly, don't take my word on that one. I've never tried it because YouTube's always, if I ever want to embed something, YouTube makes it really simple. So
yeah, it's probably the way to go. I think having guests being able to go live on their phone would be fab. So we do actually have that, Gail. So your guests on mobile can join you. So like Dan and I, if we had someone that wanted to join us on a phone, and Android or iOS right now is just audio, but Android has everything. Guests have audio or have mobile support. The question is specifically for hosting. So starting the stream and being the host of the stream, is that something that's important for you to be able to do from mobile? Derek says, Restream was flawless for me, game changer for me. Good to know. Perfect. Yeah, I like it a lot so far. I had never gone live on Periscope before, so it was cool to just sort of get that for free, which was nice.
Are we live on Periscope right now?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't think we have much of a following over there, but I believe we are live.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, no worries, Gail. Yes, we do have it. Donald, yeah, Caster works as well. We would integrate with Caster as well. The only difference is that it's more of a technical term, but Restream allows other products to interface with them, and Caster doesn't have that yet. So that's the only reason why we don't have Caster yet. But you could use we have that custom RTMP, so you could always do that if you want to integrate with Caster.
For sure, yeah.
No, it was not that long ago that we released it, so understandable for sure.
We're moving fast, Gail.
Twitter Live and Periscope are powered by the same tech, and they are both synced, just verified. We appreciate that, Bruce. Thanks for letting us know.
Interesting.
So I think that covers all of our topics. So if you guys have any final questions that you're itching to have answered, let us know. Otherwise, we'll probably close out our 11th Town Hall. Thank you, by the way, to our timer idea was not my own. We copied Chris Salata from Behind the Ears podcast, which is a good show. You guys should check it out. I didn't know I cared about Disney till I saw that podcast. It's pretty funny.
You should explain just how you did the timer, just in case anyone's curious.
Oh, yeah, of course. So that timer at the beginning was basically Dan played music into his mic, and I screen shared a Google timer. So pretty simple stuff. And then I just displayed that on the screen for 5 minutes until we were ready. We went live with the timer, and then when the timer was done, we started talking. So basically, the reason we're doing that is because Restream, you can't schedule with Restream yet. So basically, with the timer, you can give some time for people to sort of come in and check out the stream. Were you going to say something there, Dan?
Yeah, just one thing I was going to add is if you're going to share music like we did, make sure it's open source.
Yes, the music we shared was open source. Yeah. Is that the word with music? I think with music it might be a different term.
Oh, sorry, yeah. What do they call that?
You're right, that non-copyright, but there's another open, I don't know.
Yeah.
Open source. It should be called open source.
Let's call it. Yeah, sorry, we're too into development. It's open source for us.
Moving fast is good as long as it's not at the expense of stability. Thanks for making a sweet platform and monetizing so you can stay around for the long term. Thank you, Gail. Yes, stability is always high on the list for us, and I agree. You can have all the features in the world, but if the thing's breaking all the time, it does not matter. But I think we're doing pretty good with that. And that's what this last week was all about. And since we made some stability updates, hopefully next week we'll have some exciting announcements for you.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Sorry, go ahead, Dan.
I said, yeah, I think so. Should be next week.
Oh, that's the word, royalty free. Thank you to everyone for being such wonderful people and being open and conversational with your questions and support of this wonderful platform. Join the FB community at your leisure. Yes, thank you, Beauty Bob. Cool. All right, I think that's probably a wrap. Any final words, Dan?
Same as always. I'm really enjoying myself. This is a lot of fun. I like going live. Gage and I've been doing this for a couple months now.
Yeah, this is episode number 11, so 11 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it, and it's cool that our platform is really starting to pick up now. StreamYard is doing quite well, so it's nice.
Lots of users.
It's really exciting.
Yeah, it's good.
Thanks to you guys.
All right, that was episode number 11 of the StreamYard Live Town Hall. Thank you, everyone who tuned in, and we will see you next week at the same time.
See ya.